everyone and welcome back. So today I have an Azure haul for you and I am so excited to bring you along for it. This was about half the stuff that I actually wanted to order because so many people are buying in bulk now that they're having a hard time keeping stuff in stock, but that is okay. I'm just going to order the stuff I didn't get next round. I already have like 40 things in my cart. That's like the best thing about Azure is you could just keep adding and subtracting and adding and subtracting until that cutoff date. I'll bring a different video with some tips that I have learned along the way on purchasing and being able to get what you actually want, especially when so many other people are also trying to buy it. Some of the things I didn't get this round was the backstrap molasses. I was going to get a couple gallons of that, but they literally went back in stock. They were getting a delivery 2 days after my delivery left. So today is the 1st, and on the 3rd, they'll have more molasses. But they had a different type, but I wanted the backstrap. And then lemon juice, again, it actually came in stock today. So that I'll get next round. And then non-aluminum baking powder, I was going to get a 5-pound tub of that. And then some more wheat berries and stuff, which I'll just get those next time. I made some different choices to compensate for that. So okay, so my total today was $339 before the shipping cost. My shipping cost was $28, and that was for a drop-off, not freight. Freight would have been at least a couple $100 to have it delivered to my door. I do the co-op where you go to a designated location and the semi-truck pulls up. Everyone helps everyone. I was actually there at 7 helping unload the truck, and then they just put it in the piles, and then everyone gets their stuff after everything's been unloaded off the truck. So $28, totally worth it. So it was $368 after tax. So I'll say the prices of everything as we go along, and let's get started. Okay, so you'll have to excuse the lighting. My lighting is awful, but to start off, I have one frilly item, and that is organic fermented pickled beets. Now, I have already gotten into this jar. It was the first thing I did after I got everything unloaded, was to try these bad boys, because they have, at Azure, 25 pounds of organic beets for $35, which is just unbelievably good pricing. It's so much better than anything I can get, and I don't think I'll be able to grow my own this next year coming up. So I wanted to try the fermented ones to see if I liked them before I bought the beets. So next time around, I'm buying the beets, and then I'll be pickling and fermenting. But that was $7. But I'm telling you, if you like anything fermented, those are delicious. The next thing is honey. So this was $11. It was like $11.74. It is raw, pure berry wildflower honey, and I am so excited to try this, you guys. So excited. But 3 pounds for $11 for raw, that's amazing. And it's a glass jar, so it's going to be reusable. So I'm really excited to try it. They had a couple different flavors, but I really thought this one sounded delicious. And just to give you a frame of reference on how good of a deal this is, 3 pounds for $11. This little 1-pounder, or sorry, 1.5 pounds, was $10. It's just normal honey. So, yeah, definitely a good price for my area. Next, we have some grade A dark, which is what I like, maple syrup, the robust. I love the robust flavor. And you get that with the dark maple syrup. And then organic, which is what the majority of Azure does. Very few things I have found that aren't organic, but they're non-GMO. So even if they're not organic, they're still non-GMO, which is what I love about Azure. It's amazing. But this 32 ounces was 20 bucks, which is an amazing price. Where I was getting my syrup for about $4.99 at Aldi's, it's now $6.99. So this is cheaper. And it's organic. So I got that. And I'm excited to try that too. The next thing I got, I am so excited about. It is the Ceylon cinnamon sticks. I got a pound of them. Now this was 20 bucks. I mean, it's a huge bag. 20 bucks of the Ceylon cinnamon. And for those that don't know, this is the good cinnamon. It's the high quality that's like anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, lowers cholesterol, blood sugar, yada, yada, yada. It's good stuff. Do your research. They have the other type of cinnamon, and I'll be perfectly transparent. The regular cinnamon sticks are about $10 for a pound. So this is double the price, but the benefits outweigh the cost, and it's still cheaper than anything I can get at the store. And as you can see, they aren't organic, but they are GMO free. So, and with cinnamon sticks, because they have ground too, which was, I think it was the same price, but you can reuse the cinnamon sticks. So I'm going to be using this for recipes. I'll be using it for teas, which is the main reason I got it, and for some fire cider. So I'm real excited about that. The next thing I got is an amazing amount of bay leaves. So again, these are GMO free, and this was $13. So for anyone that has bought, whether it be fresh or dried bay leaves, $13 for this much is an amazing price. Like, I saw this and I was like, well, I gotta have that. And it'll last me a while, but I use it in so many recipes, not just canning, in all of my stocks and broths. I use it to flavor my soups. It's just, if you've never used bay leaves, it's amazing. Plus, of course, you can use it to deter pests in dried goods. I don't use it for that. I use it to cook with because I love it. But it's an amazing price because at least where I'm at, the only way you can buy bay leaves is either dried in a jar, which you get like 4 bay leaves for a couple bucks, or fresh. But again, it's like this little bitty plastic thing where you get like 5 or 6 leaves. And again, it's a couple bucks. So 13 bucks, I'll take it. So I got that. The next thing I got, I'm super excited about everything. So I'm going to say that a lot. But I'm super excited about this. This is Vital Wheat Gluten. So for those that don't know what this is added to flour to make your bread more like, as awful as it sounds, a store-bought bread. So I'm not talking flavor, because home milled flour and bread taste nothing like store-bought. Like, it makes store-bought taste like cardboard. It's so phenomenal. But something that you'll find when you're doing like home milled flour to make bread, or anything really, it's going to be, even the hard white is going to have more of the texture of a whole wheat, because it is whole wheat. But I'm talking like a super whole red wheat bread that you would get at a store. It's going to be that kind of texture. This is going to help soften it. It's going to add more gluten, give it more of that chewy, soft flavor and texture. Not flavor, but texture, look, to where it's just going to be more appealing to someone that may not like whole wheat. Now, another reason I got this is because the hard white and soft white have been running out fast, the wheat berries on Azure. But the hard red wheat, all in stock. So, My husband was like, I guess we're going to have to figure out how to love red wheat bread, which I already love it. This is going to help the rest of my family love it. So this was $27 for 5 pounds, which I know sounds like a lot, but you only use, it's either 1 or 2 tablespoons per 4 cups of flour. So this is going to go a long way. And I have really, really high hopes for what it's going to do to my bread making skills, because I've been up in my game. I haven't bought bread in over 3 months. Haven't bought bread in 3 months. I've been exclusively making it myself, and this is definitely going to help that out. The next thing I bought were 4 gallons of organic raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. These were $10 a piece. Super, super amazing price. Because for 16 ounces of raw organic with the mother is $10 at my store. So this was a great deal. It's going to be for fire cider. It's going to be for cooking, canning, all that good stuff. Next, we have Semolina Flour. Now, all these are going to be organic, all my wheat berries and whatnot. But this is unbleached, ultra unifine, which means it's just extra ground. Semolina Flour. So, I got this. This was 25 pounds for $24. I got this because they were out of the durum wheat, which if you've watched my how to mill your own flour at home, I go over the different types of wheat berries. But they were out of the durum wheat, so I went ahead and bought this, and then I will just use this first, because while flour has a good long life, if it's stored properly, the wheat berries have even better. Wheat berries, the red wheat will technically last indefinitely. It's like 100+ years if stored properly. And durum wheat, which is what Semolina Flour is made out of, is harder red wheat than the red wheat berries. So I'm going to use this first. So be looking for some noodle recipes, because I am upping my game on that. I've made regular noodles once, and I've made a lot of egg noodles, but I'm trying to exclusively make my own noodles now, because we've almost gone through all of our store-bought noodles. So this is going to help with that. And then here, same deal. This is 50 pounds of hard white wheat that has already been ground for me. This, for 50 pounds, it was $45, which is more expensive than if I was to be able to get the wheat berries. But that's okay, because they were all out of all sizes of wheat berries, and I needed more. I was out, or I'm almost out of my hard white. So 50 pounds of this. I got that. Next thing I have, you know what I'm going to say? Super excited. 5 pounds of wild rice. So I'm trying to, of course, bring the most healthy ingredients and stuff to my family as I can, since I am the one that does the cooking. And for those that don't know, wild rice is so much better than regular rice because it's not actually rice. But it looks similar, texture similar. So I'm going to try to switch us over, because I don't have a huge stored stock of rice anyway. So I got the 5-pound bag of broken pieces, which made this $20 for 5. This is technically 5.5 pounds, but it says 5 pounds on the thing, and it just comes in a bag. It's the broken pieces. Technically, the reason it's discounted is because the longer pieces will cook different than the shorter pieces, so you could have a mixed texture when cooking the broken pieces. I don't care. I took it. But if my husband likes this, then I'll be buying the 50-pound bag this next time around. I know I love it, and I think the kids will like it because it'll be fun. I mean, black rice, what's not fun about that? So we're going to try it out. If my kids and my husband enjoy it, I will buy the big bag. Otherwise, I will just keep buying the smaller bag and use it for myself. The next thing I have is 50 pounds of the hard red wheat berries. So this is just going to go in my storage, and I'm actually going to start mixing this with the hard white just to get my family more used to this nuttier flavor, because that's a discernible difference between hard red and hard white, is this has a just stronger flavor. So I'm going to be mixing it with the already ground flour and just getting everyone acclimated to the different flavor, adding the wheat gluten, so that worst case scenario, if all I can ever order from here on out is the hard red wheat, we're going to enjoy it. So there's that. And then here, I am so excited about this. This is 56 pounds of Himalayan pink salt. It could very well be excessive. Have I tried 3 different times to order Himalayan pink salt from Azure, and all the times it gets sold out? Absolutely. Every time I tried to order, and I will talk about more about this in a separate video, but long story short, I tried to buy it 3 separate times. Every time it's sold out, whether I bought the 1 pound, 50 pounds, 25 pounds, it always sold out before it's shipped of the regular ground pink salt. So this time around, I went ahead and I got the coarse and I got the 50 pound bag, because I was like, no one is going to want 50 pounds of coarse pink salt because you have to grind it. Well, I grind mine anyway, every day almost. So I got my salt. So we're going to see how long this lasts, because salt is a great thing to have. Excellent for your diet. I've talked about it before with flavoring. Like, something I think a lot of people forget about when they're stocking their pantry is to add herbs and spices, because nothing is going to be worse than having to eat the same thing, like worst case scenario, and not having a way to flavor it or to flavor it differently. So this is going to be excellent for my pantry. And next Azure haul, you're going to see what I'm talking about with the herbs, because up in my herb game, just in case the garden doesn't do as well this year coming up with herbs. So anyway, that is my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you to check out Azure. I will leave the links down below. I have a main link, but I'll also link all this stuff separately if there was just one item you were interested in or wanted to look at. So I'll do that for you guys. But I love it. I absolutely love doing it this way. And my main goal is to not have to go to the store. If I could just need the store for dairy, because as of right now, I don't have a dairy cow. One day I will. If I could just go for that, that's what I want. And once I get the rest of the stuff that I had wanted to order, I'll be there. And actually, Azure has raw cheese. They were just out of what I wanted this time around. I'm going to be trying to get it next time. I would love their raw cheese. And then I can just freeze it, and I'll be set on cheese. Yeah. And then all I'll need is milk and cream from the store, and I'll be set. So, goals, but I'm almost there. I did the haul that I showed you guys right before Thanksgiving. That was the first time I had been to the store in a hot minute. We've been exclusively eating from the pantry, and it's felt really good, and it's been amazing. So, yeah, I'm glad I get to bring you along for this journey of self-sufficiency and just cooking from home and bulk buying. Any questions you have, let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. If I get a lot of questions, I will just add them to the video that I'm going to make about my tips for ordering bulk foods, specifically from Azure, just because it's the only place I order my bulk foods from, because it's the cheapest and the best quality. So until next time, thanks for watching, everyone.